Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. Now, this is my first lesson of D1 chapter number 8 exercise 8b, that is about the percentage change and reverse percentages. These lessons I am making on special request of some of my students because they were having some problems in finding percentage increase and decrease. So in this class students will be learning and discussing intermediate level question number 10. And first let me read the question from the book. Question 10 says that the number 2400 is first increased by 30%. The value obtained is then decreased by 20%. Find the final number. Okay, let's try to understand the question through some diagram. That suppose this is the bar which is representing the number 2400. This number is first increased by 30%. And after increasing 2400 by 30%, whatever answer is coming, we are decreasing it by 20%. We have to find that decreased number. But before that, we need to understand the meaning of the term, that what does the percentage increase and percentage decrease means. All those who are finding difficulty in understanding the concept of percentage increase and decrease, they have to watch my previous lessons, for which I will be giving the link of the lesson in the description box, where we have discussed the practice notes of related questions, where we have discussed the concept of percentage increase and decrease in detail. So let's once again recall that how to understand the percentage increase or decrease. Suppose we are earning $1,500 per month, $1,500 per month, and now suppose there is an increase of 5% coming in our monthly earning. So what does that mean? That means that if initially we were getting 1500 per month, that means that for every 100 rupees of the original, or every $100 of the original, now there is the increase of what? Increase of $5. So that means that instead of 100 originally, we will be getting 105. So it means that if there is the increase of 30%, that will become 130%. So first what we have to do is that the given number is 2400. Given number is 2400. Okay, and then what we have to find? We have to find the value of the number after increase of 30%, value of obtained or of the number after first increase, as that is the 30% increase. So it means we are going to find what? 130% of 2400. You have to be really careful while watching the lesson, because during discussion I will not just be giving you the concept of the question, but I will be teaching you how to solve the question without calculator, because this is also one of the problem for some of my students. So 130%, when I will be removing that percentage sign, I have to divide it by 100 and multiply it by 2400. I'll try to do the calculations mentally. These two zeros goes with these two zeros, and 130 times 24. Now what I have to do is that for some time I have to forget about 0, and I have to multiply 13 by 24. 4 3s are 12, 2 4 1s are 4, and 1 5, 13 4s are is 52. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, 13 2s are is 26, 6 and 5 11, 2 and 1 3. Let me confirm the calculation. 13 4s are 52 and 13 2s are 26, 2 6 and 5 11. Okay, and this 0 we did not include in the beginning, so 3 1 2 0. 3120 or 3120 is the value after the increase of 30%, and now the value obtained is next decreased by 20%. Now new value, new or final number. Now final number, as the number is decreased by what percentage? 20%. Okay, so decrease of 20% or percentage decrease is 20%, 20% decrease. So our final number will be equal to what? As there is a decrease of 20%, so it means we have to find 100 minus 20, which is 80% of 3120, and now this will become 80, and when I will be removing percentage sign, I have to divide it by 100 and off for multiplication. 3120. Okay, now look, 0 goes with 0, and this 0 also goes, and I am left with 8 multiplied by 312. 312 multiplied by 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 1s are 8 and 1 9, 12 8s are 96, and 8 3s are 24. So this is 2496. So 2496 is the number after the final decrease of what percentage? 20%. And moving to the next question. Moving to question number 11, and as the question is long, so I will be reading question from the book. Question 11 says, in 2011 a train carried 8% more passengers than in 2010. In 2012 it carried 8% more passengers than in 2011. Find the percentage increase in the number of train passengers from 2010 to 2012. Okay, let's read and understand the question once again. That the question says that in 2011 a train is carrying 8% more passengers than 2010. The number of passengers are 8% more in 2011 than the passengers in 2010, and in 2012 it carried 8% more passengers in 2011, and we have to find the expression, the part of the question that begins after word find, what, how. That is the requirement of question, the percentage increase in the number of train passengers from 2010 to 2012. Let's try to understand the question through some diagram. That a train is carrying, let's apply CPA approach. Okay, that in 2011, this is 2011 and 2010 and 2012. Question says in 2011 train is carrying 8% more passengers, 8% more passengers than in 2010, and in 2012 again 8% more passengers, 8% more passengers than in 2011. We have to find the percentage increase from 2010 to 2012. Okay, there are one or two important things in the question, that we do not know about what? About the number of passengers the train is carrying in 2010. So here we are going to make the use of algebra as well, that the thing that we do not know what we are going to do with that, we have to suppose that that is x. I hope you are clear about this. And then one more thing, the actual requirement of the question is the percentage increase in the number of passengers from 2010 to 2012. So recall the formula for percentage increase. Percentage increase, the formula is increase upon original increase upon original times 100%. Now, in order to find the increase, we have to find the difference between the values of 2012 and 2010. So, first of all, we are going to think about some procedure, some method that will be telling us that how many passengers the train was carrying in 2010 and how many passengers the train is carrying in 2012. Okay, let the passengers or the number of passengers in 2010, let the number of passengers in 2010, we are going to assume, we are going to suppose that they are X. In 2010, the train is carrying how many passengers? X passengers. And now what we have to do is that in 2011 the train is carrying 8% more. So the number of passengers in 2011, passengers in 2011, 8% more than what the train was carrying in 2010. So X plus 8% of X. So X plus 8 over 100 X. Okay, take the LCM 100 and this will become 100x plus 8x, which is equal to 108 by 100x, or we can write it as 1.08x. These are the passengers. This is the expression for the number of passengers in 2011. And now the information says that the train in 2012 carries 8% more passengers in 2011. So what we are going to do is that we have to find the 8% increase of the number of passengers of 2011. So the number of passengers in 2012. Now try to understand the question. That train is carrying 8% more. There is an increase of 8% passengers in 2012 than in 2011. So what we can do is that we can find that 108% of what? 1.08 passengers. So when I will be removing this percentage sign, I have to divide it by what? 100, 1.08x, and now this will become 1 point, because here at the top we have 0, here we have 0, 1.08 multiplied by 1.08x. So here the calculation is complex. I can use calculator. 1.08 times 1.08, 1.08 multiplied by 1.08, and this gives me 1.166 and 4x passengers. Okay, and now it's the time to go for finding the increase in passengers, increase in number of passengers, that will be equal to 1.1664x. That is the number of passengers in 2012 minus the number of passengers in 2010. Okay, and the final requirement of the question is the percentage increase. It's up to you. Either you can write it in this way, or you can solve it in the further step. So I'm going to solve next in the next formula part. 1.1664 4x minus x, and the original is x multiplied by 100%. Okay, let me move a little towards this side. Okay, now look students, that here I have x same in both parts, so I can pull it out as a common factor. 1.1664 minus 1 upon x multiplied by 100%, and this gives me 1 point, obviously this will be 1 point, this will be 0.1664, but I have to subtract 1 from this, and this x will be going with this x, and I will left with 0.1664 multiplied by 100%, and I have to multiply this number by 100. This will become 16.64% is the percentage increase in the number of passengers from 2010 to 2012. And here we are applying CPA approach to understand the question. CPA model, that from the concrete we read the question, we are turning the question in form of the picture form, and then we are trying to apply the concept on the abstract part and solving the question. I hope you are really clear about this question. Watch my channel, subscribe, like, and